Welcome back to Diary of a Speed Reader. Today's book is Healing Spices by Bharat Aggrawal and Deborah Yost, and I'm giving it 4 stars. This week, we're looking at books that have to do with personal health. And this book, written in 2011, is a great starting place for those that are interested in the idea that food is not just for energy or just to appease hunger, but actually can be a form of medicine. Now, this book is going to focus on spices that are common in South Asia and to some extent in Europe. It's not going to cover the ones that are very popular in East Asia. That said, it's a fantastic starting place, and I'm going to give you 3 things that I took away from it. But before we get into that, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe to my channel. If you're watching on Instagram, go to my bio and click into my YouTube page, and please help me grow this effort. It's new for me. It's a little scary, so I appreciate everyone that can help me grow my little subscribership. Now let's get into the great things about this book. The first thing has to do with the idea that each spice in the book is backed by a lot of scientific work. And in particular, the writer's background is that he used to work at Genentech as a scientist and an experimenter. So he's not going to be just an average everyday guy that's just randomly doing tests and looking through white papers. Additionally, there's been a ton of work that's come subsequent, but even then, something like thrush, which is the white stuff that goes in the tongue, it's a bacterial that we know is related to candida. It's just too obvious if the study is right or wrong. You're going to be able to see it right away. And I think that's what makes the book so compelling. And for people that are just getting into it, it's good to kind of have this as a starting place. The second thing he mentions is a lot of these spices have multiple impact on systems in the body. And it's interesting because in East Asian culture, which is not mentioned in the book, we talk about the superior class of herbs, and now science is finding that it's actually working on hormonal systems, and that's why you're seeing broad effect across. Some of the simple, straightforward ones that you may even be using every day are things like capsaicin, which is in peppers, cinnamon, chocolate, one of my favorites, and also turmeric, which is going to be found in pretty much every curry. The last personal takeaway for me had to do with 2 spices that I use actually fairly often, but I didn't know very much about. A host of really wonderful properties, but the one that I didn't even realize is that it's been shown to actually improve the skin, particularly clear up acne. So, we may be doing that one a little bit more as the summer comes on. The second one is bay leaves. So many health benefits to bay leaves. Wow. I'm going to definitely try to do more cooking with bay leaves going forward. Now, I've already read most of the books for this week, and I'm going to tell you one of the standout themes across all of them is how little we actually know, despite the fact that we've been studying it for such a long time. I think Bill Bryson's book in particular speaks to this as relates to the endocrine system, which is likely what many of these spices are acting upon. Don't know if that's true or false yet, but I think time will tell. Speed reading stats, this book is 697 pages. It's a lot of recipes, by the way, so it's not quite a normal book. It took me 1 hour and 18 minutes to read it. If you'd like to learn about speed reading, feel free to comment below. Thank you to the New York Public Library for having this great book. I'm excited to try some of the recipes. And also thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to my YouTube channel, or otherwise supporting me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow.